Well, hey there, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back once again. I have something fairly interesting for you guys today. On Tuesday, when I drove my mom down to Chesapeake to get her eyes looked at after her surgery, as I stated in one of my previous videos, I went down to a few of the thrift stores. And one of the items I picked up was this one right here. Now this is probably going to interest a lot of my younger viewers more than my older ones, because most of you guys past probably the age of 35 know exactly what this is. But a lot of my younger viewers are looking at this probably saying, what in the world am I looking at? Well, I'll tell you guys right now. This is a Sound Tape brand compact cassette. As you can see, it says it's stereo high fidelity professional tape. It is a 2-hour tape, which is very interesting. Now, I could not find that much information about this on the internet, but looking at the packaging and the bright green and black colors, I'm going to date this probably right to around the late 60s. I'm guessing maybe 1968, 1969. Now, this is a standard compact cassette. And I know most everybody knows what those are, but there is something fairly unique about this. And I'm going to show you what that is right now. When I turn this over, actually I've turned over and around, you can see that this is a compact cassette that is designed to be mailed. You can see right here is a place for the stamp. Here is the from, in other words, you would put your address right there. It even says the approximate weight is 2 ounces, so that kind of tells the post office what they need to charge for shipping. And then, of course, you put the address that you're sending this to. Could be a person, could be, just about anything. It says made in the USA, and even lists the contents as a magnetic recording tape. And it says this parcel may be open for postal inspection if necessary. Now, what this actually is back in the day, we're talking, like I said, late 60s, early 70s, before computers, before fax machines, even before any type of internet access. If you wanted to send a personal message to somebody, other than using maybe a telegram, this was really your only other way to do it. What you would do back then is you would buy one of these. I believe these were actually sold in post offices, in packing stores. What you'd do is you'd buy one of these, you would take it home, and you would make a recording. Now, I don't know if I can get it, but it's right here. What you would have recorded it on is a device like this. This is a Panasonic tape recorder from right around 1970 or 71. So this might be a few years later than the tape, but what they had back then would have looked fairly similar to this. So what you would do, you would open this up here, and this is what it looks like inside. As you can tell, it has kind of yellowed and gotten moist over the years, but I do not believe it was ever used because the safety tabs are still in place. So you can say it is the right cassette in there, sound tape, 2 hours of C120, so which means it records 120 minutes. The pressure pad for the head looks like it's in good shape. So what I'm actually going to do here is we're going to go ahead and give this a try, and I'll show you in just a minute how it sounds. So I will be right back. Here we go. And I'll leave this open so you guys can see the tape. Let's go ahead and try a test recording. This is going to be a test recording with the Sound Tape stereo high fidelity professional tape. It is a compact cassette that records for 120 minutes and 2 hours. So a total of 2 hours, and was originally made to be shipped or sent to a friend or relative to record a fairly lengthy message. Now I'm recording this on a almost properly vintage Panasonic cassette recorder, which I'm guessing is from the late 60s to early 70s. So now I'll go ahead and stop the tape and we'll see how this recording came out. This is going to be a test recording with the sound tape, stereo high fidelity professional tape. It is a compact cassette that records for 120 minutes and 2 hours, so a total of 2 hours, and was originally made to be shipped or sent to a friend or relative to record a fairly lengthy message. Now I'm recording this on a almost properly vintage Panasonic cassette recorder, which I'm guessing is from the late 60s to early 70s. So now I'll go ahead and stop the tape and we'll see how this recording came out. So not too bad. I believe this is a DC biased recorder, and also, of course, this is a old, very, very old tape and has definitely not always been stored properly. So what you would do, let's say you had finished making a recording, we'll go ahead and rewind this tape, hit eject. In this case, these older ones, it just pops it right out like that. And then what we would do, if I can do this one-handed, I don't know if I can, we would go ahead and put the cassette back into its envelope. I would go ahead and mark it with my home address on the person I'm sending it to. I would stick a stamp on it, and I would go ahead and put that in the mail, and depending on how far away they are, within 2 or 3 days, they would have my message. Now granted, nothing compared to today. I mean, I can't even imagine. I was born in 1983, and I was actually had to use these a couple of times, even back in the early 80s, because we didn't have computers or email back then. I do remember it being very time consuming. I mean, when you compare it to instant messaging and email, I mean, something it would take, you know, if you had to send a lengthy message you didn't want to make a phone call about, this would take 2 or 3 days versus 2 or 3 minutes if you were to just send an email. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.